in this MCU hall together. So today I'm going to do the presentation that is related to the general concepts in the Buddhism in Cambodia. And all of you have ever known before, this country is one country which is located in Southeast Asia, and it's a country that it is famous about the Angkor Wat as well. And we have the motto of a country called Nation, Religion, King. Yes, as a Cambodian language, Chit Sasana Prem Haksat. And as you see the picture, this is a great Angkor Wat temple. If you have been in Simba province, you must be seen that beautiful Angkor Wat. This is a Khmer civilization that it was remain by now, called Promokbun, or we can say that for the Wind Face Temple, that it is represent the for Brahma Vihara. It is always in modern society take it as a model as well to control or to rule the company or the country to be well. And we can summary the history of Cambodia, or we can say Khmer history in summary. It has many stages of period that we've been in many periods for Cambodia. The first one is a Funan Kingdom during the first century until like you see in the slide as well. The second one, Chenla Kingdom. The third one, Khmer Empire. The fourth one, post-Angkor period of Cambodia. And the fifth one, French colonial period. The sixth one, administrations of Sihanouk. And the seventh one, Khmer Republic and the war. The eighth one, Democratic Cambodia, called Khmer Root, in Cambodian language called Khmer Krahom. And the ninth, Vietnamese occupations and the PRK. And the 10th, modern Cambodia, start from 1993 until nowadays. Yeah. And this is the map of modern Cambodia that it start in 1993 until present day. We have got the 25 provinces in Cambodia, yeah, until for the present day. And Cambodian territory is 181.035 square kilometer. It is equal as 69,898 square miles, and it has a population of over 60 million. And this is what the Buddhism brought into Cambodia in the past time. As you all have known before, Cambodia is a part of Suvarnabhumi, that this part of land received the Buddhism from the Jampu people as well as the Thai, the Myanmar, the Vietnam, China. This is the past, the truth of past that we have gotten the Buddhism from the both. From the two monks called Sanathera and Uttarathera. But actually the Buddhism that brought into Cambodia for the first time is Mahayana Buddhism. It's not like directly Theravada Buddhism like in the present day. That time in the Funan period, yeah, Funan period, it can be said in the 5th century. Yeah. And the Theravada Buddhism for the Khmer or Cambodia, it started 3rd century in Angkor period, because that time Angkor Wat temple was very powerful and very interesting, and it's was ruled by the king Jayavarman VII, that he put himself as the Buddhist devotee to respect the Theravada Buddhism, and he sent his son named Dhammalinda to study and to ordain in the Sri Lanka as well. And his son Dhammalinda bring back the Theravada traditional Buddhism into the Cambodia, and we convert from Mahayana Buddhism to Theravada Buddhism in that period of time. And this is by the time Vanan, Cambodian Buddhism or the Buddhism in Cambodia becomes very bigger and bigger until the era of colonial, that in Khmer language or in Cambodian language we call Samay Ananikom Barang. This period of time, Cambodia received the Buddhism of Thammayutta Nikaya from Thailand as well to rule in Cambodia. And that period of time, King Norodom in 1834, his life start from 1834 until 1904. He initiated overture to France to make Cambodia its protectorate in 1863, and as well as the Buddhism was very flourished as well. And we have got the most popular ones monk, Venerable Samdai Chotinyano Chunat, that he can speak a lot of language such as Thai, Lao, Vietnamese, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Indian, something like that. And as well as he produced Cambodian dictionary or called Khmer dictionary as well. And we also remember him until nowadays, that treat him as the father of Cambodian literature. But unfortunately, until the era of Khmer Root, or we call Khmer Krahom in Cambodian language, the Buddhism in Cambodia become getting down, or we call declination of Buddhism in Cambodia during Khmer Root era in 1975 until 1979. Because this period of time, Cambodians people were killed almost all at a time, as well as the biggest scholar in the temple, like a scripture, like a Tripitaka, or a lot of scripture that located a lot of information that related to the Buddhism, related to the knowledge, general knowledge, was very destroyed by the Khmer Root. Yeah, that's why the Buddhism in Cambodia become getting down that period of time. However, Cambodian Buddhism in the after Khmer Root era, it seems to be very prosperous again because of Venerable Mahagosananda, that he is one of the popular monk. He bring peace. He let everybody who were Cambodian people to walk as a peace walk, to promote the Buddhism or to promote peace, because his idea to the world that peace is start from our own self. If we have peace in ourselves, we will bring peace to our family, and our family will bring peace to the society. Peace in society will bring peace to the nation, and peace in the nation will bring into the world. This is the perspective of Venerable Gosananda, and he let everybody who can attend that program to walk through Cambodians after Khmer Root era. It's nearly finished, Khmer Root era. And then we have got one monk who ordained in Vietnam. In that period of time, he have a group of monks. It's about 7 or 8 group of monks that he went to get the ordain from the preceptor as a Vietnamese monk. However, we have got one of the monk that can be well known until by now called Te Vuong, that he represents as the fathers of Cambodian Buddhist monk until nowadays as a Maha Sangharaja as well. And you can pronounce his name, Priya Akya Maha Sena Sangharaja Thepati Te Vuong. And he is still alive. Also, he is a Sangharaja, the top of the Cambodian monk. Actually, we have got two kinds of Sangharaja. The first is Mahanikaya Sangharaja, and the other one we call Thamayuttika Nikaya Sangharaja. His name is Bugri. Yep. And we have got the Prime Minister that he is ruled until present day. His power continue until nowadays to rule the Cambodian, called Samdech Akya Mahasenapati Techo Hun Sen as the Prime Minister. And Cambodia has a similar ceremony as to those Buddhist countries like a Thai, Laos, or Myanmar, or Vietnam, or Khmer Krom, that we have got a Visakha Boja Day to celebrate the Blessed One head birth, to celebrate when he got enlightenment and awakened one attained the Nibbana. This is the biggest or the special Buddhist ceremony that we have gotten, and we always do it every years as well. And next, Maha Boja Day, it's about Mekha Boja Day. It's about the day of biggest fasting, 1,250 were Arahanta, and the second one, all of them were ordained by the Buddha himself. The third one, they assembled by themselves without any prior call. And last one, it was the full moon day of Magha months. Yeah. And Asalaha Puja Day, or we can call Dhamma Day. This is also important that the Buddha he delivered the teaching to the first 5 monks that located in Varanasi in the present day in India. Yeah. And we have got a Kathina ceremony called robe offering ceremony after we have the visa retreat for 3 months. This is Khmer traditional ceremony. When after we've got boat racings, or we call water festival occasion, during water festival occasion, and we use the boat to race each other, and we have got a Pshumban ceremony. This kind of ceremony we have about half of months. Yeah, it's kind of a Khmer traditional ceremony. This is the engaging ceremony, weddings day, and this is Khmer New Year's and traditional entertainment. We can say in Khmer language, Chol Chnam Khmer and Labay Pachia Pray Khmer. We have got Vig Arm, Cha breaking, we have got Ting Prot, Tug of War, and we have got Jap Kun Clay, Kai catching, and we have got Sax jumping or Lot Bag. And this one, Bachum. Don't confuse, it is not a boom. It is a pillow. Yeah. And we have Swadandam structure, leaf stealing. It's kinds of Khmer traditional entertainment that we can escape from the bad thing, like drinking alcohol, like playing cards, something like that. It is very useful for all those Khmer people. Yeah. This is all Khmer entertainment during Khmer New Year. And next, unique Khmer instrument. All these instruments we have remained. We have gotten until nowadays. When the Cambodian people they have engagement, or when they have a wedding together, they will use all this material to celebrate. Yeah.
Okay, whenever time is up, so time is up. Thank you very much for your presentation about Buddhism in Cambodia and Buddhist culture and ceremony and instruments of Cambodia. So next, I'm going to invite Chinese Student Club to presentation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next, Chinese Student Club.
Okay. Maybe give me this. Is okay. Yes, sir.
This is my.
Okay. Thank you, Ajahn.
No, it is just only.
Good afternoon, Ajahn. Good afternoon, dear friends. Now I would like to introduce about Chinese Buddhism. Buddhism in China have the three vehicles, the Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana. So this is content. First, historical background of Buddhism in China. Second, Sangha administration in China. Third, Theravada Buddhism in China. Fourth, Mahayana Buddhism in China. Fifth, Vajrayana Buddhism in China. Historical background of Buddhism in China. China is very big land and many populations, the tradition and ethnicity. Mahayana have Han ethnicity. This the traditional dress. Do you feel it beautiful? But nowadays we can see this kind of dress in the drama or the film. We can see that. And Vajrayana Buddhism, they are the Tibetan and the Mongolian. Like this. This is the Tibetan people. This Mongolian people. Theravada Buddhism, their area, the people, Dai, Bulang. This is Dai, boy, girl. And this is Bulang. Yes. The Buddhism spreading into China is when the spread into the Chinese language, we call the Han area, first century. So we can see on this map, first century to the Han language area, and the 4th century, the Buddhism spread to the Korea, 3rd century to the Sri Lanka, 6th century to the Japan, 7th century to Yunnan province area of China, and the 8th century spread to the Tibet of China. The Sangha administration in China, Buddhist associations covering all levels, state, province, and city. Nine National Congress of Chinese Buddhist Association every year will have, and the state, the leader will talk about talk about the rules about to communicate with the religions. 5 kinds of religions in China will very peaceful to communicate with each other. and to service for the society. Now the Theravada Buddhism in China. Sangha chanting, the Samanera, and this is the Myanmar China, the Baobo Jie. Tradition and culture, China Myanmar Baobo Carnival, devotees chanting ceremony. So cute, the children, this devotee chanting. And now the monk order in the Theravada Buddhism in China. The Theravada Buddhism in China is in Yunnan province area and some less people's area. This is elder in Yunnan Dai language called Hu Ba. Elder, Hu Ba Longzhuang elder. And this is Bhikkhu, in Dai language called Du. This is Samanera, in Dai language called Pa. Education in Yunnan province. The Sangha, the monks are learning together. This is Xishuang Banna branch of Yunnan Buddhist College.
Who is
The Buddhist arts in Theravada Buddhism of China. Mural. There's architecture, this statue of the Yaksha. This architecture. The same in Thailand, I think. The area, the Theravada Buddhism area, the architecture, many the similar thing. Meditation in Theravada Buddhism. 西双版纳法住禅林 Devotees meditating, walking meditation, and social service to donate to the poor people or the victims, and the monk to teach Dai language to the devotees. Teaching for Dai language. Now I would like to introduce about Mahayana Buddhism in China. Because I'm Mahayana Bhikkhuni, so these parts I know clear more than others. The characteristics of Mahayana Buddhism. There are 8 schools in Chinese Buddhism, namely the idealistic schools, the 3 treatises schools, the Tiantai schools, the Avadamsaka schools, the Dana schools, the Pure Line schools, the Vinaya schools, and the Tantric schools. This Tantric is similar Vajrayana Buddhism, but this not all the same. This since from the Tang Dynasty and in the Han language area to spirit. The patriarchs in schools. First, idealistic schools. Xuanzang Dashi, Master Xuanzang. I think many people know him from the film 西游记. Master Xuanzang. 3 treatises schools. Master Chitang, the founder. And the 3rd Tiantai school, Master Zhizhe. Because ancient time know the photographer, so we only can see the painting picture. Avadamsaka schools, Master Fa Zhang. The patriarchs in schools of the Dhyana school, Master Bodhidharma from the ancient India, and he was a princess. Master Bodhidharma. Pure Land School, Master Hui Yuan. Vinaya School, Master Dao Xuan. Tantric School, Master Seng Yi Xing. Chinese Tipitaka. There are more than 20 versions of the Buddhist scripture complete by Chinese dynasties, and almost every version has thousands of volumes. It is a priceless treasure of Chinese culture. These Tipitakas, each dynasty, the emperor will give the order to the people to make the Tipitaka collection and made more complete. Now the vegetarian. All the people know the Mahayana Buddhism have this culture. The vegetarian culture began in the northern and southern dynasties when Emperor Wu of the Liang dynasty was promoted. Not only monks accepted, but even believers accepted it, forming the characteristics of Chinese Buddhism, vegetarianism. Because of the strong advocacy of Emperor Wu of the Liang dynasty, Han Buddhism began to form a vegetarian tradition and continues to nowadays. So this vegetarian culture, not from the Buddha's teaching, but is the Chinese tradition, because that emperors powerful, so change our style. Do you know what are they doing? Why the Buddhist monk to do the farming work? Self-sufficiency. When Buddhism first came to China, the Chinese monks also adhered to the teachings of Buddha that begging for alms, because the way for food was hard and not matched with the Chinese tradition. The monks produced food by self-sufficiency for survival by themselves. Now we can see the picture. These monks are doing the farming work. These pictures take from the Yunmen Temple, Shaoguan, Guangdong Sheng, China, Guangdong Province of China. These pictures from the internet of Chinese internet, and the monks do the harvest for tea. Why self-sufficiency? In Chinese culture, begging is a behavior that is obtained without paying work and is difficult to be accepted and respected by the lay people. Secondly, the number of monks continues to increase, and the temple is remote, making it difficult to go out for alms food. Under this situation, since the northern and southern dynasty, the royal family used the method of giving food to support monks and no longer directly applied food. The Sangha must also organize the production itself to be self-sufficient. We'll finish? 2 minutes. Okay. This picture from the Yuanguang Foxuyuan of Taiwan. Meditation in China. This is Bodhidharma, patriarch. He was said, the object of my coming to this land is to transmit the law for the deliverance of those under delusion. In 5 petals, the flower will be complete. Thereafter, the fruit will come to bearing naturally. This is the patriarch, Hui Neng. This body is not broken. Continue now, from the ancient time, continue now. If you go to that temple, you can see. In China, Zen Buddhism have 5 petals: 临济、曹洞、云门、法眼、唯养. Meditation in China have 2 characteristics. First, Zen practice in both farming and meditation. Second, not working, not eating. They are working, you see. Not working, not eating. This is the Zen hall. Every winter, the Zen hall will to do the meditation. Some temples have the 70 days, some temples 35 days. Walking meditation. Buddhist activities in China, pilgrimage to the holy mountain, Wutai Manjusli Wisdom, Wutai Mountain. Finish? Okay. 1 minute? Okay, thank you. 普陀阿巴鲁吉的斯瓦拉。九华 Kitsi Gaba Wow 峨眉 Samanda Bahadara
Tangisa.
Yeah. Time up. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you so much.
So, next presentation, we are going to invite Bangladesh Student Association. This not more than 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So, next presentation is Bangladesh Student Association Club. This is the representative of from Bangladesh.
Introduce.
First, I would like to pay homage to the Buddha, enlightened one, to the Dhamma, and to the Sangha, all monks who are presented here, and all my Dhamma colleagues here with me. Today, my topic on behalf of Bangladesh Students Association is Buddhism in Bangladesh. Right now, if we would say about Bangladesh, its religion or its culture or its tradition, it's all about has been different than before. Because before 12th century, Buddhism itself had a good reputation regarding on Buddhism, regarding on its Buddhist culture, regarding on its Buddhist tradition. But after 12th century, it was changed gradually by some attacking, by some political views or political situation, or some because of a social distinction. During of that time, 750 to 1161, for Bangladesh had a good time on Buddhism in this time, and this time was crowned or was led by the Pala dynasty. At that time, some historical Buddhist monasteries, universities, and some historical places were established. Among of them, one is Basu Vihara. It was established in 8th AD. And Jagadala Bihar, it was established on 10th AD. And Sampura Vihara, it was established on 8th AD. As well as Shalbana Vihara, it was established on 7th AD. If all of you would like to know, or if I want to share with all of you about the Buddhism during of the time 9th to 10th century, one renowned monk at the time came to us as a great scholar as well as a great philosopher for Bangladesh Buddhism. His name is Atisha Dipankara. Atisha Dipankara was not only a renowned Bangladeshi monk at that time, also a great scholar and great monk all over the world. If right now, if we would see in Tibetan Buddhism or classical Buddhism, then his name should be the first to develop, to propagate at that time in that place to propagate Buddhism. Here is his birthplace, and also one Bikramshila University. This university also was established at that time, and he was the principal at this university. And also his picture is here. Due to not having his personal picture for this time, we didn't take out or we didn't print out any picture, but we got one his picture like as artificial picture. Dr. Benyabada Marwa, was also a renowned Buddhist scholar, educationist, who was the first PhD holder in the Indian subcontinent. He wrote many books on Buddhism and helped Buddhism at that time to re-establish from the difficulties time. He was born in Bangladesh, specifically in a province which is called Potia in Bengali language. Here is our Supreme Patriarch in Bangladesh Buddhism. We have now 12 Sangharajas. The first Sangharaja, Sarameda Mahathero, who purified a new Buddhism for Bangladesh Buddhist community. And at the time, this purified Buddhism was named as Sangharaja Nikaya. Here are their name list. The present Sangharaja name is Dr. Dharmashena Mahathera. For your kind information, I need to say that he was honored by the Mahachula Vidyalaya University, honoring PhD degree before a couple of years for his contribution, for his works on the society of Bangladesh. Right now the modern Buddhism in Bangladesh has been divided into two parts. One is Sangharaja Nikaya and second one is Mahasthavariya Nikaya. These two Nikayas or two schools have been contributing to the Bangladesh society tremendously and doing really good works for Buddhism in Bangladesh. Here are some monasteries, meditation center, because novices, orphanages. You can see little monks are having alms food and standing standing on the ground and waiting for some lay Buddhist disciples, as well as some Buddhist Buddha's statues, chaitiyas, and one is same like Thai Buddhist monastery. It was built by the supporters of Thai in Bangladesh last year. Here is a Tipitaka, which one was translated into Bengali language. Last year, we committed to the all students and to the all knowing peoples to offer one set of Tripitaka at the MCU library as well as IBSC. So we are on the process to bring all those books, because all books are published now. So we will do what we committed last year as soon as possible. Here are activity of Thai Bangladeshi monks. Yes, we have a good relationship with Thai and Bangladeshi monks. We are really grateful to all Thai monks who are doing and who has been doing tremendous works in Bangladesh. Here are, this time is really a sadness time for all of us in this world because of COVID-19. In this pandemic situation, I believe that all the community in this world, they are doing good work, not only for them, also for the peoples who need really help on this pandemic situation. The same like our Bangladesh Buddhist monks, they are doing really their hard work, their sacrifice to the Buddhist community, and also they are not dividing into religions. They are not thinking who are Buddhist or who are not Buddhist, or who are Muslim or who are Christian or who are Hindus. They are not thinking like that. They are only concerned about humanity, what they are doing now. Here are some pictures. You can look it out and can feel what they are doing on this pandemic situation, especially on this COVID-19. Since many years, many Bangladeshi students, monks, they are coming to learn at MCU University. Not only in this main campus, also any other sub-branches, they are coming and learning Buddhism. After then, they are going back and doing work for their society, what has been learned from this university. Here, some monks, they achieved their PhD and their acquisition, their knowledge from this university. Here are our Buddhist cultures. There are many Buddhist cultures in our country, same like other Buddhist country. Though our country is not a Buddhist country, but we really try to observe since long years, same like other Buddhist country. If you look it out, Buddha Purnima, we celebrate Bisak Day, we celebrate after retreat period, we celebrate some like this occasion as well as Sangha Dana. That means rope offering ceremony as well. We have ordination ceremony same like Theravada's country. According to the Buddha's view, according to the Buddhist history,
This remind you if time is up.
okay, thank you so much for your listening, for your time. Thank you so much. Thanks all venerable.
Next presenter, I would like to invite on behalf of the Chitang Indulgent Student Club, Bangladesh, to present presentation short and nice. Not more than 10 minutes.
Tell the Ajahn that we mentioned.
They will help.
Don't have, it's okay. You can talk. Sorry. Okay, it's not cannot finish with the. You can talk.
You can tell me down.
Okay, without the.
Respected members of the Sangha, administrative staffs, distinguished teachers, and fellows, friends. It is an honor to talk before you today, and in fact, unfortunately, our file is corrupted, so that is why we are unable to present you the PowerPoint presentation. But it is okay, I will try my best to present my own culture. I hope you can feel it, even though if you cannot see it. When we talk about the history of the Chitang Hiltex, then as my friend who has just presented about the Buddhism of Bangladesh, and actually quite differently, I will try to represent my own culture and traditions, but of course without PowerPoint. The Buddhism in Bangladesh, when we talk Buddhism in Bangladesh, it has traced back to the entire Indian subcontinent. And many of the Buddhists, they believe that even the Buddha was there to disseminate his teachings. But of course, we did not have any archaeological evidence about that. But we can confirm that the Bangladesh was under Indian subcontinent. Talking about the history of the Chitang Buddhism, Buddhism in Chitang Hiltex, so we know that the Buddhism in Chitang Hiltex first introduced by a Arkhan Buddhist monk, Most Venerable Sarameda Mahatera. He is from Myanmar. That is why, in this regard, culturally, about religious diversity, we can find close link with the Burmese culture and our own culture. And of course, this is because of the better communication, because the Chitang Hiltex is situated in between Myanmar and India. In 16th century, first the Theravada Buddhism was introduced by this great venerable. At the time, the Chitang Hiltex was controlled by a Chakma king, Chakma queen, Queen Kalandirani. So she patronized and invited this great venerable to Chitang Hiltex and to introduce Buddhism. In 19th centuries, the Chitang Hiltex came under British rule. At that very moment, even the British government, they enacted new rules in order to protect the religious culture and traditions of the indigenous people in Chitang Hiltex. So, now I would like to say that about the Buddhist sect in Chitang Hiltex. Currently, we have the two Buddhist sect, monk sect, which is very similar with the Thailand. In Thailand, you can have the Mahanikai and Dhammayutta Nikai. But in Chitang Hiltex, we have Bana Sangha and also CST Buddhist Sangha. The Bana Sangha traditions, they usually devoted their time in order to practice themselves. So they are respected, highly respected in the society. And we have the Parvata Bhikkhu tradition, this monk generally devoted their time in social activities. Now, I would like to talk about the Sangha Act in Chitang Hiltex. So, for the Sangha Act in Chitang Hiltex, I find very close link with Thailand. Maybe today's our file is corrupted, and that is why I'm unable to present it. So we have the Sangha Act is divided into 5 categories. A, E, P, P, 4 categories. A is for administration, education, propagation of religions, and promotion of welfare. And we have the culture festival. And actually, this culture festival also closely linked with Thai culture and tradition. In Bangladesh, we call Phul Biju. Generally, during this time, the people, they release their flower in the river, in the current of the river, so that they will live happily and their misfortune will run away. With this purpose and intention in their mind, they release flower. And in Thailand, we call it Loi Kratong. And of course, beside that, we have the water festival. And another different type of festivals. And naturally, the food and all are the same with Thailand. So I would like to draw in conclusion now. My conclusion is Buddhism in CST highly influenced by Myanmar culture and tradition due to good communication. At the time, there was no airplane to come to study in Thailand. But now many monks from CST, many novices, they are coming to study in Thailand. And also at the same time, after completing their degree, they are going back their home and introducing the Thai culture. So therefore, we are very grateful for Thailand for giving us this opportunity to present our own culture and traditions, and at the same time to learn from Thailand, their rich culture and tradition. And we hope that this rich culture and tradition will flourish not only Thailand, not only CST, but in other parts of the world. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. On behalf of Chittagong Indigenous Student Club, Bangladesh to present your president very nice and church. Now I'm going to invite on behalf of Indian Student Club. Indian Student Club. Not more than 10 minutes. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Respected venerables, my friends. Today I'm going to present about the Buddhism, traditions and cultures in India. On behalf of Indian Student Club, as we all know, Buddhism has originated in India, and I think everyone is familiar with what Buddhism today and previously. So we know that Buddhism has three different schools: Mahayana, Theravada, and Vajrayana. Buddhism has originated in northeastern India in the 6th century BC, which can be traces its origin with the Siddhartha Gautama, who is also known as Buddha today. Here I think you can see the map, the spread of Buddhism. So I start with Theravada Buddhism in India. Theravada Buddhism practices and its activities in India. Theravada Buddhism is spread in northeastern India and South India. South India, like Mahabodhi Society, Bangalore, which was established by Dr. Acharya Buddharakkhita Bhanteji, who is also my spiritual teacher. And he was honored by MCU. He was honored with doctorate degree from MCU. And so here he is also known as a renewal of Theravada Buddhism or Buddhism. Here, like in Mahabodhi Society, in every Sunday, also in every full moon day, or they held some Dhamma discourse, Dhamma talk. As we see the pictures here, how the lay devotees are devoted to Dhamma talk and listening to the monks. The Dhamma talk sometimes consists of 1 hour, 2 hour, and the meditation, along with the meditation course. We see the third picture here, the one how people are listening to the Dhamma. Theravada Buddhism also in northeastern India of the states like Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Tripura, Mizoram. These are the most practiced Theravada Buddhism. Also have Tibetan Buddhism, which is also known as Vajrayana Buddhism. Here the activities and the practices. Before I showed you the practices, now we will see to the activities what they are doing during this pandemic time. Like Mahabodhi Society already has established in 1956 giving services to the hospitals like burn hospital, cancer hospital, and donating essentials to the patients in the hospital. I myself has practiced this with my masters from Mahabodhi Society. And this is the recent picture of how like Mahabodhi Society is helping to the poor, preparing themselves. This is the monk. They are preparing the packages of foods and the fruits so that they can help to the poor. And these are the pictures how monks are serving to the poor. And this is in the hospital. I think you all can see this. Here I present northeastern part of India. Here, this is the during this Vesak Buddha Purnima, which is also known as Buddha Jayanti. And then in Mahabodhi, this occasion is started with gathering the poor people from the northeastern side, and so that they can enjoy and show their cultures to the people, to the world. And this is the way how the thread, the cotton make into thread. This is the this one, the wheel, how they make the thread, and this is the kathina. Within a night, within 24 hours, they make it and offer to the monks during Kathina Chivaradana day. And like this is very auspicious for us, for Buddhists, like in Theravada Buddhism, they do with like they offer so how do I say that? Means okay, means faithful. Yeah, thanks. They are so faithful that they would like to make within the night so that they can offer to the monk. And this is the Bodhi tree where Theravada monks usually go occasionally. Also, normally they go and visit to the Bodhi tree and bow down or make circle or meditate like this. And this is the monk. He is also known as Bhikkhu Ananda. He is also my master, and he often give Dhamma talk or teach meditation to the people online or offline. So now we come to Ambedkar Buddhism. I think everyone is not so familiar with this Buddhism. This is new calm Buddhism. In Nagpur, here the picture is Deksha Bhumi. It is a sacred place for these Buddhists, Nagpur Buddhist. The Nagpur is placed in Maharashtra, and then this is the picture which give of B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, in 1956, who has converted 500,000 people into Buddhism. And these are some 22 vows for them. The one who practiced, B.R. Ambedkar, neo-Buddhist practices. And here, this is the way how monks are trying to spread Buddhism in India. This is the new way to present Buddhism and teach to the people. And this is this is recent picture of Buddhist congregation 2019, which was held in Nagpur too. This is the Dhamma relay, and this is the way how people are gathering and welcoming to the people so faithfully, and to the monks, to the elders. This is Golden Pagoda in Mumbai, and this is Dhammagiri, Igatapuri. These are in Mumbai. This is one more step to spread Buddhism as our Goenka Meditation Center. Here in this Golden Pagoda, 10,000 people can meditate there. And here around 600 to 700 people can meditate. And these are the ancient sites like Karla Cave, Ellora Cave, Sanchi Stupa, and Satapani Cave. I think everyone is familiar since we are all the Buddhists. Satapani Cave the first council was held in Satapani Cave, and this is Sanchi Stupa, which was established by King Ashoka. And through these pictures and the contains, Buddhism is more we learning today. And these are northeastern side. Okay. Sorry. Mahayana Buddhism is live here. Anyway, next time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much on behalf of the Indian Student Club to present a nice presenting paper. So next I would like to invite on behalf of the Lao Hmang Association in Thailand to present a presentation, not more than 10 minutes. Please, your floor.
So fast, yes.
First of all, may I respect to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Today, I would like to talk about information in Lao. Sabadi, everyone. The Lao Hmang Association in Thailand today have 19 persons, Venerable and Hmang. In the first, the Lao location in the southern of Asia connect with Myanmar, Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia. In the Lao letter, the Lao language and Thai is the same about for the speech, for the pronunciation, for the alphabet letter, the same. All students to come to study here. This very easy for the language, the first. And everything in Lao, you don't know, the Lao PDR is Lao people, the Democratic Republic, yeah. In the Lao have the Lao language สาธารณรัฐประชาธิปไตยประชาชนลาวสันติภาพเอกราชประชาธิปไตยเอกภาพวัฒนาถาวร is main praise independence democracy until and prosperity. In Lao, friend of the revolutionary PT, this means it about religion has already. This means it Buddhist until culture. The Lao believe the Theravada, and is already to the north, the south is already believed to Buddhist religion. Population in Laos right now have 6 million person, and they was into 3 main ethnic group is Lao Rum, Lao Thung, and Lao Sung. Lao Rum have 16%, and Lao Thung 25%, and Lao Sung 15%. About religion in Laos, Buddhist 75%, and spiritual and is 17%, and other. Lao custom, the Lao room is the famous to be number one because the first this culture from the religion, the Buddhist, the most important to the tradition and Lao culture is come from Lao Lum because they have a lot of monks and novice to study and important for the making knowledge to the Lao nationality. Custom Lao Thung is the Lao to live on the mountain to the farmer on the next custom in Lao Sung. This has something different. Lao Sung is nearly to China. This important day, Pi Mai Lao festival, is the same Thailand. Thailand is called Songkran. Tradition then this for the famous Sampre. Buddhism in Laos. They now have two places of the Sangha college. The first Ong Tu is in the Vientiane. The second Champasak college, Sangha college in the Champasak Pakse. Rao giving arm bro. Giving arm with sticky, right? Yeah. The food in the Lao, the first lap, yeah. The second pingkai chicken. The third ot lam. Tamakung, yeah. In Thailand, called Tamakung is to be number one in the world. It's very famous. Lao is the same. The Lao letter, I example for some word. Ko kai, kho khai, kho kwai, ngongua. Some word is the same about pronunciation in Thailand. Yeah. The next national animal and flower. National animal is India elephant, and the national of the flower dog champa. About Lao Mang execution in Thailand, right now we have opportunity group and activities about the last year have a cursory of education and culture to embassy of PR who came to visit and check advice from MCU about education, visiting about meeting and conference, about developer, about in the education for the Lao Mang after finish to this university. Thank you for you watching until the end. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Venerable, on behalf of Lao Hmong Association in Thailand to give your presentation very nice and quite interesting, especially food, lab. Okay, next presenter, I want to invite Thai Sangha Student Association to give a presentation, not more than 10 minutes.
First of all, I would like to pay homage to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. And I want to respect the most venerable Pra Somphon Vachirapon, the Vice Rector for Foreign Affairs, and all the venerables who come to participate in this presentation today. And I'm the representative of TSSA, Dai Sangha University Student Association. And I'm going to present about the Buddhist culture and tradition in Shan State, the Union of Myanmar. Here's the content. And in this presentation, I'm going to talk about the Dai or the Shan people and Dai Buddhist tradition and culture, and the other content that I'm going to present. So Shan or Dai people is a group of people who lived in Shan State, the Union of Myanmar. Shan State is located in the east of Myanmar and is one of the ethnic groups in Myanmar. And also this state, Shan State, is one of the largest group in Myanmar. The largest state in Myanmar and is border China to the north and Laos to the east and Thailand to the south. Dai people or Shan people. Dai people refer to the population of descendants or speak of a common Dai language, including sub-population that no longer speak Dai. And there is a total about 93 million people of Dai lineage worldwide, and with the largest ethnic group being, we call Dai, similar to Thai or Isan, and most people in Thailand they call Dai or Shan people as Thai Yai, and it's similar to Lao also, and it has in Myanmar, and a lot of people Shan live in Myanmar, and also in Thailand they also have the Dai or Shan people, and the other like in India, Ahom, Dai Ahom, and even in China also has the people who speak Dai or Shan language. Dai Buddhist tradition and culture. Dai or Shan people doing merit service during the Buddha land. Lay Buddhist devotees gathering to the temple on the special occasion, inviting the abbot and all the Sangha member for the offering the requisite, the necessary for the monk. And Buddhist devotee gathering in the monastery to observe 5 precepts and listen to the Dhamma sermon led by Pujan, or in English, they may understand that the head of religious ceremony. In Shan state, the Buddhist tradition doing marriage in the temple is same as the other country, like in the Buddhist ceremony, the lay devotees go to the temple and offering the food to the monks. Even a big ceremony in Buddhist tradition, like Katina or Khao Pharsa and Ok Pharsa, also they go to the temple like other Theravada Buddhist country. And a Shan ceremony on festival occasion, representation of fleshless heretic animal often make their appearance. The Shan are particularly fond of them, and it is a symbol of the fearsome deer that dwell in 100 forests. This is we call the traditional of Shan people or culture that related to the Buddhist tradition. Shan deer dance and Kinnara and Kinnari tradition dance. Kinnara and Kinnari are the animal. The appearance is half of human and bird. And the Shan people take this symbol and use to performing when they have religious ceremony and tradition ceremony. And deer dance using when we have Day or Shan New Year ceremony also. And this is the Shan drums, tradition drum. This is used during the Buddhist festival than the other important days in Shan's culture, like in not only in Buddhist festival but also in traditional ceremony. They also use this drum to performing the audience. And one of the most well-known in Shan state, once a year they have novice ordination ceremony. We call it in Thai or Shan, Poi Sang Long, or novice ordination ceremony. And this is organized in order to provide opportunity for the children to study the Dhamma according to the teaching of the Buddha at the ceremony. Yes, and so it is believed that people involved will gain merit from this novice ceremony. And the villagers come to take their son to the monastery and to ordain as a novice to study the Dhamma at the monastery. So the other monks who are well known in Shan state, they doing the Buddhist meditation and also preach the Dhamma, and for the people in Shan state as well as in the Union of Myanmar, they are well known in their works. And Buddhist pagoda and temple image in the Shan style, and Shan style of pagoda and the monastery. And new bamboo pagoda image. The bamboo pagoda is well known in Shan state also, and that appearing in 21st century. And the symbol image was made by Lung On Sang, and this is the pagoda, the Buddha image that is well known. And the Buddhist education in Shan state, once a year they also taking the examination for the novice and the monks, and at the Briyati Satamapala in Shan State, and Buddhist University in Shan State, and the classroom, and Shan State Buddhist University Library, and conference, Liklong, and some activities from students who graduate from the MCU go to
Okay.
providing.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
And
Okay.
thank you very much. That is all about the Shan culture
Thank
and
you.
Buddhist tradition.
Thank you very much on behalf of Dai Sangha Student Association for presenting the paper. Next presenter, I would like to invite on behalf of Arkhan Student Club to present presentation shortly, not more than 10 minutes. Please take your time within 10 minutes to be finished.
Good evening, to the Rector and the Vice President, Administrator, and distinguished guests. First of all, let me introduce my name is Banando Basar. I am representative of Arkhan Student Association Club. So today, very happy to have a chance to make a presentation about our culture of Arkhan. So today, the presentation and Mike and this 133 anniversary of Mahayana Raja Wizara University. So on my Arkhanese culture, the first I want to go and my styles. Sorry. This is where is in Arkhan style. This is my Arkhan style as known to all. This is now at the present time, Arkhan or Rakhine is most popular around the world and at the present situation because at Rakhine state or Arkhan, they have a lot of problems about the political crisis and so many crises in Rakhine state. But we are is in Arkhan state. Arkhan state is in Myanmar, but it's in century western part of Myanmar, near Bangladesh. So this is Arkhan state's map. So the main city of Rakhine is capital city, Setwe or Ejaf. Ejaf is ancient name, now popularly known as Setwe. This is an area, square and miles. Population, this one population of Rakhine. This is Buddhist. So those Arkhan state, most people are Buddhist. Most people are Buddhist and also very religious minded. And the dance Arkhan was in the great kingdoms in the 17th and 16th century, but not in the state. But the people are very religious minded and Rakhine, but they become poor and poor and poor, very poor. So other by nature, very religious minded, and Buddhism also broader and very strong and Arkhan Buddhist population. This is Islam and Christianity, Hinduism, tribal religions, Hinduism. Most people are Buddhists. This is the Arkhan state map. Nice one. Arkhan flag or Arkhan logo. This is a Arkhan flag or Arkhan flag. And the flag of Arkhan state is a bicolor. Bicolor of one is white, another one is red. And this flag is identified on 50 December 1974 in Arkhan. This is the history of Arkhan. So, in Arkhan or Rakhine is very interesting and very amazing as to history. So, Western people at the Second World War come to Rakhine and study about Rakhine history. So this photo is very old. This photo was taken in the 17th or 16th century and printed by Moorish College Manories from Portuguese. Very interesting photo. So this photo is identifying how strong and how ancient in Arkhan. So this is about Arkhan history. Arkhan was a great independent kingdom from 3325 BC to 1785 AD. It had four great periods. In Rakhine history, there are four great periods. This most scholars in Myanmar, as well as most people from some university, England, as known to some people, Cambridge University, some professor research our history, Rakhine. It had four great periods: Danyawadi, Bwisali, Lemyo, and Mra'u, ruled by 234 dynasty, from King Mariu to King Maha Dhammarasa. On 31 December 1784 AD, Kingdom of Arkhan was occupied. This is a really history and great, by the Burmese king, by the Burmese Kumbang dynasty king Bodo Paya or Bodo Mawai. The British ruled from 1826 to 1944 against the Burma rule from 1944 up to now, present condition. So, history of Arkhan. History of Arkhan. This photo also very interesting in Arkhan history. The photo seen as a commercialist boundless port. Port means jetty, bounded port during the 16th and 17th century in Mra'u city of Arkhan. So this photo also kind of seen and situated in the museum, very old. This is silver coin of King Nanda Center of Arkhan in 18th century British. This photo was taken British Museum in England. So this is recorded in England. This queen. These are Arkhan coins from the 8th century. At that time, most people used this coin. The silver coin began in the 8th century added during Fisali period in Arkhan. Arkhan is to excretion. Another center pillar excretion during 5 on the 6th century AD, now listed in UNESCO, like Pagan and Angkor Wat, like this one. Another center, this one, another center. This is some pillars. Arkhanist Rakhine literature. In our Arkhan history, there are four periods, namely the Danyawadi, Bwisali, Lemyo, Mra'u period. So there's letter and one period, letters and changing, gradually changing, four periods. Buddhism and Arkhan. Buddhism and Arkhan. Buddhism was rooted in Arkhan since 554 BC at the time of King Sanda Surya, according to the same local historian, and 635. The 5 Buddhist councils was held in Arkhan, Bwisali, and some people, some researchers recall, period during King Sri Dhamma Vijayana. You can find so many kind of ancient pagoda, heritage sites in Arkhan. If you spare time, I want you to visit to Arkhan to study. This is a Buddha's image, very an old visual one, please. Yeah. This is a Mahamuni image. Mahamuni image, as known to all, very famous Mahamuni image. This is Mahamuni image, house in Mandalay. This one, great Mahamuni image, house in Chowta Township of Arkhan. This one, Zalwan, Shwetong Pagoda, Shwetong, Zalwan image is of Zalwan, Irrawaddy regions. This one, Shwetong and the township of Burma. So this one and Arkhan Kino Palisades, Miao. Yeah. Okay. Also, so many photos left. Yes, no problem. That's it. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much on behalf of the Arkhan Student Club for giving your presentation. And next, I will invite on behalf of the Mon Student Society to give presentation shortly to be finished within 10 minutes. Please go on.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good evening, teacher. On behalf of Mon student group, I will be presenting about Mon culture and history, and also the activities of Mon student group. So I will tell you a bit about Mon history. We Mon people live in Myanmar. The Mon people are known as the earliest inhabitant in Myanmar. We founded an empire and also introduced both writing and Buddhism into Burma. And later on, there's two princes, Prince Samala and Vimala, founded a kingdom called Hongsawati. This is about Mon history for a short version. And then I'd like to talk about Chitang. I'm sorry for the phone, it's a bit wrong for the format of the PowerPoint. Chitang is in Myanmar, they call Chitang Pagoda. This pagoda, Chitang Pagoda, was built by Mon people during 6th century. And I will go quickly over the other one. This is the golden rock. In Mon language, we call Jai Isoye. Jai is the Buddha or pagoda. Iso is the hermit, and Ye is to carry. Hermit carry the pagoda, and that is why we call Jai Isoye. This is located in Mon State, which is very popular. If you have time, we invite you to go over there to have a visit. And this is King Varural. King Varural is very popular in Mon. Actually, we have many kings, but this one is really popular. He was the founder of the Hongsawati kingdom, which is located in Myanmar at the present time. By using diplomatic and military skills, he successfully co-opted Mon speaking polity during the time of during the collapse of Pagan Empire during the year of 1280. And I would like to show you some tools that we use for farming and also for hunting. This is the picture that we use, or the tool that we use for hunting. And here is the Mon instrumental that we use to play with the music, or the thing that we use in celebrating or singing or dancing. Hopefully you can see them clearly. The picture is quite small. And this is the one, also Mon instrumental that we use. And this is how we play it. We call it in Mon language jam in English, which is typically they call crocodile. This is jam in Mon language. This is also Mon instrumental. I'm going a bit fast since we do not have much time. So this is Mon cultural dance. They dress in the golden bird form, and then they started dancing. This is Mon cultural dance. And this is Mon dress. We wear white and red. Here you can see more of the Mon cultural dress or traditional dress. Okay. And this is also the dress both wear by men and women. Kids also wear the same dress but a bit smaller size. And here, can you see them? But that is enough for the cultural things and history. I'd like to talk more about objectives as student groups. We have 5 objectives. Number 1 is unity. To show Mon students are unified as one, to do things, to learn together, and participate and do things together. This is our first objective. The second one is to enhance the student learning skills. By what we mean is that we help one and another to learn and to gain more knowledge in terms of university lesson or class lesson. We help each other. And the other one is to recruit. We recruit new students each and every year to come and to learn in this university. But this year, unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 breakout, we couldn't have new students, but we try. And the other one is to collaborate. To collaborate is to participate in any activity that MCU universities had or they help. We will help them, and also we will collaborate with them. And the last one is the connection. The connection, what it means is that to assist the service for Mon people when they need it. So based on those objectives, this is the objective that we do for every year by helping Mon youth students, by helping them like mentally and financially, by supporting them to help them in their study. This is in Mahayana High. A lot of Mon students over there, we help them and by sharing many things to the kids. They are quite small, young children. They are very active in learning, so we help them. And also we go to many places because as we studied that our mission is to help and encourage more people, not just the kids, not just the youth, we also help the people as well. Wait, let me go a bit faster. And during the COVID-19 breakout, we also went out to help people who are the victim of COVID-19 by encouraging them, by supporting them. And this is to participate or collaborate based on the objective. We also participated in Language Institute in MCU by taking a course from Language Institute, specifically called IELTS. We took the course for around 4 months. And also we participated in tree plantation in MCU by helping rector and lecturer and everyone by planting the tree with them. And also we participated in Pagoda nationality, which is another student group. We also participated in Arkhan for Venerable Uttama. He is the pioneer of the independent movement for Arkhan people not too long ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you want to find more about us, you can go to our website, www.mcumonstudent.com. Over there, you can learn more about us. For now, the time is up. Thank you very much for your listening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Venerable Surya. On behalf of the Mon Student Club Association, you are good and quite interesting about Mon culture and Buddhist tradition. Next, I would like to invite on behalf of Myanmar Student Monk Organization to give presentation within 10 minutes. Please, your floor, sir.
Good evening, respected teacher, all my brothers and sisters. I'm Jawanandeka on behalf of Myanmar Student Monks Organization in Thailand. I'm presenting about the Republic of the Union of Myanmar State, Sangha Mahanaga Committee and Buddhist Art, and also activities of our students in Thailand. The state Sangha organization helps purpose, pure, stable, and promote the Theravada Buddhism to control and preserve the Sangha who dwell and practice with following the principle Vinaya. To promote the Buddhist Buddhism, study of the teachings of Buddha, and to protect the writing, spreading, showing, and acting of non-stable the sasana. To promote the Priyati sasana, which is suitable for the Priyati, to perform Gana Dura or Vipassana Dura, or the order to bind the Sangha, to enjoin the Patiwira sasana for the Sangha who have getting a chance to perform peacefully the two Dura, to unite the all Sangha who are senior or junior in activities of benefits of the Sangha. This is the first meeting of all Sangha. It was held in May 26, Buddhist era 2524, just short. This is structure of the Sangha organization. I don't know you can see. The first one, the State Sangha Committee for Admonishment. The State Sangha Mahanayaka Committee, 47 members. The State Sangha Committee for Honorary Tests of the Sangha, 300 members. The representative of Sambuti Sangha, I think you cannot see Religion State Sangha. This is the structure. I will not read out all because time is very limited. The selection and appointment session of every Sangha committee is carried out by the Sangha by themselves, each other. The meeting of Sangha of respective village or quarter proposed. This is how to select to get the member of the State Sangha Mahanaga organization. This is the most venerable monks who perform as chairman. The first one is Venerable Saraniya is declaring at a monastery speech in the first meeting of offset of Sangha. Badanda, Indachara, Abhiraja Maharaja Guru, Abhidama Aga Ma Sarama Jodiga, the year when he tests from 1819 to 1980 to 1993. The second one is Badanda Sobita from 1994 to 2004. The third one is Badanda Kumara from 2004 to 2010. The fourth one is Badanda Kumara Bionsa from 2010 to until now. He is a chairman of Sangha Raja of the Myanmar. This is the venerable monks who performed the honorary test for Sasana. The qualification of the State Sangha Mahanayaga monks, the first one is he must have Saikada or Vasa, the Buddhist land, at least 30 years, 30 Vasas. He must be clever and skillful in Dhamma and phenomenal words. He must be willing to carry out duties and responsibility of Sangha committees as first priority. This is structure of the State Sangha Mahanayaka Committee. The chairman, Venerable, the executive, Venerable monks for honorary tests. There are three sub-committees, the first sub-committee, second sub-committee, and the third sub-committee. One sub-committee has 50 members, vice chairman, assistant, executive, and members. The first sub-committee has duty, Vinaya group, laws or discipline, religious group, and educational group. One group needs to perform 4 months, 1 year, 3 groups, 12 months. This is the view of the Tipitaka Dhamma Bandagarika Badanda Uchara Sarabions as Mingon Sierra is speaking in respected speech in the first meeting of all Sangha. I was short, just I will first just say something because the time is limited. This in brief about Buddhist art. Babaji Pagoda, few era. This 200 BC and 900 AD. We have a few era. I will not read all because time not enough. This is Damayanji Pagoda Bagan. It completed 1167 to 1170 AD. This is Damayanji Temple. This is Kamudo Pagoda Sagai. Completed year. This is Kudo Pagoda. I will not read it. Time is limited. These activities of our student months club, planting the tree, having the university. This Myanmar organization participate in the chanting parade for the lay people. This is a donation for this is a donation by the lay people for the monks. Education center in Thailand run by MSMO. We give some course, computer course, English course, Thai language, and the signers. You can see video attend person designer class. Thai class, English class, Thai speaking class, computer mobile software service. Thank you for your listening.
Okay, thank you very much on behalf of Myanmar Student Monk Organization for giving your presentation paper. Next presenter, I would like to invite on behalf of Khmer Theravada in Vietnam to give present. Please. On your floor. You have to be finished within 10 minutes, please.
afternoon, teacher, and good afternoon, everyone. Today, on behalf to group Khmer Theravada in southern Vietnam, we presentation about the Khmer Theravada tradition in southern Vietnam. The object that we presentation today is history Khmer Theravada Buddhism in southern Vietnam, system of Khmer Theravada Sangha, and Khmer Buddhist tradition and culture, Khmer Theravada Buddhist education, and Khmer Buddhist art, Khmer Buddhist meditation and social activities, Khmer Theravada student in MCU, and inclusion. The history of the Khmer people reveal that two Thera came to Suvarnabhumi to spread the Buddha teaching to Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Phunan. When coming to Phunan, the two elders arrived at the airport, which now is the Kinyang province, by a trade ship. At that time, Queen Naki Suma ruled Phunan. The two Thera stayed at the mountain, preaching the Dharma to the people of Phunan. One day, recognizing the people there had taken refuge in the Triple Champ, they went forth. After the two elders left, the people named this mountain Panumbati, meaning Thera already left. Today, called Panumbati, is located at Toi Sơn district of the Kinyang province of southern Vietnam. Based on the above historical data, we can conclude and recognizing the past art Asoka range from 269 to 237 before Christian. Theravada Buddhism spread to Vietnam during the 3rd century before Christian. Therefore, Theravada Buddhism became the spiritual life of Khmer people in Vietnam nowadays. So now I will to show about the maps of Vietnam. The Vietnam is divided to 4 parts. The green yellow is the of southern Vietnam, and southern Vietnam consists of 20 provinces. And this is the Kinyang. The Kinyang is the located that two elders he spread the Buddha teaching to here. And Khmer Theravada Buddhist monk in southern Vietnam before become to member of the Sangha, and person must undertake the two-fold ordination. The first step at the notification at ordination we call Papacha, and after we call Papacha Upasampada, become a bhikkhu. And Khmer Theravada Buddhism in southern Vietnam also organize the Makapucha. Is also we know the Dhamma Day organized 4 objects. The first is the full Monday of the 3rd month, and it's also the commemorative day of the event in the Buddha's life. The third, 1,250 Arahanta, those were ordained by the Buddha himself, come to see him without any prior notice. The last, Avataparimokha. And Makapuja is also named Visakhapuja is one of the most significant days for entire Buddhists, which fall on full Monday of May. Buddhists commemorate 3 remarkable events: the birth of the Buddha, the enlightenment, and the passing away of the Buddha. And Asala Puja, we know as the Buddhist rain retreat, or it's called Wasadi. And Katana ceremony is one of the most important events that celebrated by Buddhists after observing 3-month rainy retreat. Chochnam Thmai, Thai people he called Sungkran. Yes, it's literally in Chochnam Thmai. Usually fall on the 3rd or 14th April. yearly. And Bonsun Sendunta is the Khmer cultural festival, the festival of offering something to spirit, also meaning of merit, dedication to one parents and relatives who have passed away, in Khmer language, Pajumbin. And Arkhan is the name of the ceremony. The purpose of this ceremony is to predict the rainfall of the following year. In Khmer language, called Arkhan. Ark means to try the swallow too much food at one time. Arkhan means pounded rice, and this festival people eat pounded rice in the Ark way. Arkhan also the festival of the Khmer culture, which means worshipping the moon. And Selade, besides making merit by offering food to monks, the believer do a holy duty by the observation of each precept each month. Thus they are called Selade according to the lunar calendar on the 8th, 14th, 15th, 23rd, 29th, and 13th. And Khmer Buddhist monasteries in Vietnam have been regarded as the significant successful center for maintaining and developing the Khmer culture in community. Khmer monks have been playing a key role in Khmer community for teaching of the Buddha to Buddhist followers, educating them to know how to maintain their tradition, language, art, and culture to be a good person, to abandon with what is bad, what is good. And that is why Khmer people take the Buddhist monastery as the center for all faith, and the monks in all monasteries as the manager and the spiritual leader of their community. And Khmer Theravada monks always try to offer classes to educate Sangha members, and they devote the Dhamma classes are held in each temple according to the condition of temple. Different levels of classes are offered. It's offered a 4-year course in Buddhist study, primary level, and a 3-year course in Buddhist study, secondary level. And temple art school. A Khmer temple is not only a place for the religion and social activity, but is also a system of propagation of the Buddha's teaching and Khmer literature. And purpose of education. The purpose of education of Sangha is to improving the knowledge of Theravada doctrine and of developing skill of practicing, to propagate of Buddha's teaching and preserve of the Khmer culture and tradition. And monks and temple, there are presently 452 Khmer Theravada Buddhist temples throughout Vietnam. Following the report of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in 2018, there were 11,574 Khmer Theravada Buddhist monks. And activity of the Khmer Theravada in southern Vietnam, they are kept in from the 3 routes. Social activity, they help the people to build the house, or dig the well, as well. Before Wasade, students in MCU, they pay respect to elderly, vulnerable, and airport as well. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much on behalf of Khmer Theravada in Vietnam Club for nice presentation. And next, I would like to invite on behalf of Khmer Buddhist Student Club to give a presentation within 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes, right? Please take your time within 10 minutes.
First of all, I would like to homage the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and after that to respect the most venerable and venerable at here. On behalf of the Khmer Krom Buddhist student in Thailand, have present here today. Before I am going to talk the Khmer Krom traditions and cultures, I would like to show the Khmer language. Because the national country, we have nation and knowledge language. This is the 33 Khmer alphabets. You can read in Khmer, Ko, Kho, Ko, Ko, Ngo. And 23 Khmer vowels. After that, an independent vowel for 15 vowels. Nowadays, the Khmer Krom live in southern Vietnam to the venerable to present a moment. The Khmer Krom or Southern Khmer is spoken by the villagers, but nowadays is the part of Vietnam government. Is called Khmer Krom. The Khmer Krom have 90% to speak Khmer and 50% to write and reading too. The next, the Khmer Krom tradition and culture. This is called Yak Rom or giant dancing. Is the more clear and will through the video show about the giant dancing. This is the giant dancing, the more video for the clear to understanding in the culture of Khmer Krom. This is for using the ceremony in Katina or in the New Year and ordination for monk and also and so on. This is a Hanuman, Khmer Krom called Hanuman or Swa. This is in dancing in Sraku of the traveling province the Khmer Pratapang through province. And next to Robam Teva Sresua. This is a part of culture in Khmer Krom to using the dancing for blessing the king or the most venerable in the part celebrate of the king birthday, the king to a blessing in all time. This is called Rabam Teva Sresua. The next, Tuk Ngo or Water Festival. When Tuk, the Moon Festival, is a part of festival celebrated in November, sometimes ending in late October. It makes the reversal of the flow, the river of the province. This is a video for the boat racing or Khmer Krom Tuk Ngo or Fair Water Festival. In the last one, Ambok Khmer Krom usually set up an array of offering in the form of fruit that are popular with rebbates, such as ambok, banana, coconut, yam or sweet potato, and so on, as well as string it in scene in front of their home. At night, before gathering at Pagoda, go to Pagoda at night for the third ceremony. They remember the light of the moon rabbit. The full moon Gemini at 12, date of the Interwater Festival or Sapek Prakhe, called Ambok. After the Sampek Prakhe ceremony, devout Buddhists gather to Pagoda at night for the rest associated with Ambok. Khmer Krom people usually enjoy gathering as a group during all festivals. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to visit there to see by yourself, because all of you can you're hearing 100 of time without your seeing one of time. That's a proverb say that seeing lives believing. Thank you very much for enjoying.
Okay, thank you very much. On behalf of the Khmer Krom Buddhist Student Club for presenting the paper and nice and quite interesting. So, on behalf of the 12 Student Club for giving presenting the paper in this evening, very nice, short and quite interesting. So all paper is about history of Buddhism and Buddhist culture and your own culture. This is only 3 minutes. I can sum it is different club. So you're trying to make out what's your culture and happening in your country. So it is most important to make such as Buddhist culture to produce or to taking place such an events. So I also to invite white letter for foreign affair on a stage to give a certificate. So thank you very much for your presentation on about your country, on your nation, on your club. So thank you very much. Now the time for presenting your certificate. So I would like to invite Pastor Vachirapon, White Lecturer for Foreign Affairs, to present certificate to you. After presenting certificate, we are going to have group photo. Now, you can stay on the stage. Sit the same seat. Sit the same seat where I have seated. Please sit on the chair where you have been seated.